Tarot readings. So we are all in one place. You could be dealing with a fish and you could be going to someone's place, and I'm going to go and stay over at your place. Definitely hearing place. Some of you are looking for a replacement or replacement and someone new. But a place is also someone that works at an elderly residential home, and we are looking for a place for my grandmother or mother that may be looking for a new home or somewhere to live. And some of you, it's come on over to my place. The readings that have been done that are all been random readings and also star sign specific of monthlies. They're all been on this energy of moving, and it's getting closer, and I'm still getting the same messages about moving from place to place to place to place. Someone really could be travelling quite a lot and stopping over at different places. Okay, but they keep saying placement. Okay, I want a place. Can I have a place? Like, is a fish, it's a Pisces. Y'all got to be dealing with the Pisces for a lot of you. Okay, very quickly, collective reading. Now we are all in one place. Right, now the new tier over on Patron is now open. There is 14 to 15 videos over there. 2 of them are new, and some of them are old videos that you may not have even seen. A lot of them I'm going to be getting a... Sorry, please do not get bored if you've just found the channel, because I will be doing your tarot reading. But I'm going to be looking after this. I'm going to be getting a program that I can do where you can go live with me over on that new tier. Okay, so if you don't want to go live and you don't want to come on and speak, because I'm hoping to get to look for a subscription so I can do that, okay, when I get it all set up, so you can probably come on camera live with me and ask questions that are relating to anything spiritual, addiction, reading cards, anything that you like. There will also be Q&As where you can leave me questions. I'll make a video or I will go live. You can leave a question and then I can talk to you all in the chat. I'll talk to you at the end about it, but it is open if you just want to take a brief look, okay. Also information about Patron and people that are getting lost in certain things. You really can be dealing with a Virgo, winning and losing, Libra, Virgo, a 2, something to do around going to court maybe. Am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Am I going to win this court case? Some of you, this is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard still coming up. Some of you could be really watching that. I'm also hearing horse racing and something's coming around the corner. Something could be a corner, not corner. Someone could also be Piscean or has Pisces in their chart. They're from Ireland. Okay, Celtic cross. So they're in Kelly Jones, Keeley. You all right, guys? But coming around the corner. Some of you, you walk around the corner every single day. When you go out your house, you walk around the corner and you're pretty much there. So you might go to visit someone every day. Could be an elderly person or someone, when you come out your house, you go around a corner and you visit them every single day. They could be called Day or Colin. Okay, but Colin, you walk around the corner and they are there. Okay, so there is something on the bridle, basically. So they're Bridie, Brian, bridal, something maybe to do with a wedding coming up. Wedding planning, and there might be something on the bridle. So if you're into horse racing, on the bridle basically means it's coming around the corner. Okay, so it's just about to go over a jump. So basically the energy of what they're getting me to channel and look for is where it's coming to the time of where we're going to be meeting up, and it's coming around the corner, meaning it's going to be happening in so what we still now in April, sorry, so May time. This energy of traveling, moving, going to visit, going to stay with someone, meeting someone for the first time, or visiting your partner, or coming back from sea and overseas and working. It's going to be happening in May. There seems to be a lot of channeled stuff and also tarot card readings that I've been picking up for everybody that is involving this coming around the corner and the bridle towards May energy. Okay, so it really feels like that a lot of couples are going to be meeting up. A lot of you are going to be meeting quite a lot of new people. You might be going on holiday or traveling somewhere and you might meet someone there. You could even meet someone at a circus, I don't know, or circuit training. Some of you might meet someone at the gym, if you go to the gym, called Jim, Jelly and Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But if you go to the gym, you might meet someone at a gymnasium, okay? So it might be a public event that you go to where you meet this person. If you are looking for someone new, it could be some kind of gymnasium equipment that you are interested in, that, like me, where you've got a treadmill that's turning up this week. That'll be Saturday. So it's something like that. It's coming around the corner. So it's going to involve walking, running. Okay, so it might be gym equipment that you might be ordering. And it might be the fact that some of you are joining a gym, and this may well be somewhere that you meet someone at the gym, okay, at the actual gym. They could be their name could start with a J, okay, could start with a J. Anything else? That's kind of all I'm kind of picking up. A lot of the messages are kind of the same. It's kind of like this. The name's Sam, also Sarah, Steve, Sassy, anybody beginning with S. Something really is kind of like coming to this, coming to America, coming to Britain, like traveling, man. It's just traveling all over this reading. So far. So far to go, far to go. Do I have far to go before I get there? It's kind of like this energy of like, it's not far now, it's not long. It's a little bit like kids can't wait to travel. It's like, how long is it going to be? Or like, how long is it going to be before I get there? And it's like this anticipation that seems to be looming up around someone where they just can't wait for things to get going, right? So you've kind of got this elated feeling around that's channeled for you, collective. So let's see if we come out with the same kind of story or a different one for you guys. So let's see what the tarot says for a collective random tarot card reading that anybody wants to know. Some of this is an Amber and Johnny Depp kind of situation that may be going to court for a lot of you. It has come up on the personal readings that I've done over on Patreon. Each star sign now, as you may know, for weeklies are only done over on Patreon, about an hour each. I've also been doing the teaching segments for the other tier as well. But there was a court situation that just came up around 2, Libra and Virgo. Okay, so Libra, Virgo, Scorpio involved, like 4s. So there was this something that's coming up about being called to jury or service or services like overseas and being called to go to court or something like that. And that's kind of in this reading. But I'm kind of giving you all of the info there. Anyway, let's see. So, sweetheart. That's me, sweetheart. So, sweetheart. So, heartfelt condition or a heart murmur, or someone has a heart attack, or an art attack, or ginger. You're all right. But like, there is something here around hospital, visiting a hospital, being word from a hospital. Okay, this is also where you go to build elderly residents, and I go to visit this person every single day. For a lot of you, you do have children that are visiting you from previous marriages. You've got someone that's text messaging you all the time on a phone. For a lot of you also, you've got a past that seems to be really contemplating on coming back. But the thing is, you're going to need to be on Patreon for me to tell you whether that was a good idea or not. Okay, because that is definitely over on Patreon. Someone that's thinking about returning into someone's life here. There is a baby also that may be on its way, and this could be where someone's just found out some news from a hospital about a child that may be born in the future, or it has just been. But this would also be a scan that I've just had, and I've just got some news. Okay, I'm not sure whether it be good or bad news, because this is a Libra energy. Good or bad, good or bad. What's the outcome going to be? We've just been called back into court, and we're now going to have the verdict read out about something that is publicly displayed on national television, public YouTube. Okay, and I'm now just going to literally open the gates and let everybody come in. And so this could be where hopefully all of you flood in and you want to join the new Patreon tier that I'll tell you about at the end. But like this would also be like people like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, people that are being called to court and have to go in and publicly be humiliated by someone that is now giving them a psych evaluation. For some of you, there's a lot to do with the music, which is within my Angel Radio site. Okay, so like very interested into music, Angel Radio, music production, mixing, mastering, all of that kind of stuff. And you may be very, 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 very interested in music, which I am. Hopefully a lot of you also follow one of my other channels, which is called Angel Radio. You can also find that on here, but the channel specific is Angel Radio. It's quite old. They're all in one place. Okay. So like, there you go. So there's all in one place. There's things that I am posting that are all in one place, individually to one place. So these are going to be people that are doing like anything where I've got another YouTube channel. It's all in one place. Like me, for instance, I'm starting off a new project. They can all be found in one place, so you don't get them all mixed up. Okay. So there's another message for any of you that are kind of doing anything there. These can also be clients that come flooding in, hopefully. There's also a baby that where someone's waters might break and they suddenly realise that, shit, someone in the family has just given birth to a baby boy. So it could be a Piscean that is just born, or a water sign that has just been born, or you might just find out the fact that we've just had a scan and it's going to be, I'm hearing something about the boy. So again, it could be a boy, basically a boy, okay, because I'm hearing it's a boy and it's a water sign. Could have a Libra placement somewhere, could be a Scorpio possible, Pisces, Scorpio kind of energy for a lot of you here. So yeah, you've kind of got this leading up to energy that seems to be looming, where you are talking about making a lot of plans together. This is where you could have also just met a new person, for some of you that are single out there, and you've just realised that you're talking to this person online quite a lot, which can be like text messaging and stuff like bing, hello, bing. So it might be like WhatsApp, you know, like Facebook, Messenger, anything like that. Some of you are kind of like looking for someone on online, and you've just found out that someone online could be dating your brother or your sister or your niece or nephew, and it's something to do that is publicly displayed online. This is always my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook card, as well as many others. This would also be a psychic medium like myself that channels messages. Okay, so basically now the word is spread. There would also be something of spreading something that may be in the hospital, okay, where there is something that could be spreading. So I don't know if it's like cancerous kind of energy, maybe. This could be a Cancer card because it would be a water sign. So it might be something that is spreading, or an operation that was being given to someone where there would be stitching, okay, and it would be, I'm also hearing cross stitch. So someone could have had an operation where there is stitching, like my mother. She just had something taken off her back, which was a mark on her back, and she's actually got like stitches that are now being removed here. So I'm kind of picking up like a hospital or a doctor's appointment where something might be stitched. You might be the child that's being asked to help a parent in some way that could have just come out of hospital to replace a bandage that might need doing, because this is all of my hospital, this is death, rebirth, hospital appointment. So it would be where someone in your soul group, mother, father, child, sister, daughter, whoever, someone, Trevor, also Tracy, Treacle, Tanya, Great Britannia, someone from Britain, okay, that is also here to help somebody in need when they just get out of hospital. So this could be like circumcision. This can also, because I'm definitely hearing circumcised. You don't have to be Jewish in order for circumcision. Believe it or popular believe. That's something I did publicly display that. It's not really anyone else's business, but I do need to have that because I'm too big. But no, I do. I'm kind of looking similar. Anyway, Steve, shut your mouth because you talk too much. I don't give a fuck what people think, bruv. Do I really? Anyway, this might be your brother or your sister. I don't know. But definitely, I'm definitely keep picking up that somebody here has got a mark on their skin that they're trying to have it removed, like a mole removed on their skin, or a stitching that is on their skin that they need help bandaging. Also, I'm also hearing band-aid, so that would be I don't like Mondays, tell me why. I don't like Mondays, gonna shoot ooh the whole day down. Okay, so there might be someone that is an addict of such here, shooting, it could be heroin. Okay, so I'm not going to mention your name, my friend. I've seen your comments in the comment section. Much respect for you. I have definitely been down certain roads, 100%. This could also be Rhodes Island, Idaho, also people from Idaho. Someone could also be a hoe, I don't know, but we'll see. Or Lucy, Laura, Louise, Louisiana, don't worry about what I just said there. Anyway, rehabilitation centre. Okay, so you may have seen that I've done a lot of discussions on actually being a counsellor and being a grief counsellor and so much more of drug addiction and people working in rehabilitation centres and so on and so forth, working to rebuild people's lives in many different aspects of my life in the past. Yeah, that advice, my friend, I don't know if you can afford it, okay, but for the drug addiction and things like that, that's going to be a very big part of counselling that I'm going to be doing over on the Full Access Bundle there. Okay, if you really want that help and you really do want that support, okay, if you are really struggling around money and things like that, we might be able to set something up there because I can understand your struggles there. Okay, I would never look down on anybody that has an addiction to anything. Okay, look at me, I have a food addiction. I struggle with self-sabotage around food. Okay, so everybody kind of has you know, down moments and flaws, but don't worry about it, okay? Don't listen to anybody else that might bring you down because of an addiction. I'm definitely picking up that there's an addiction in the family, though, and for a lot of you it might be a brother or a sister or somebody that is definitely within the family that has an addiction of heroin, okay? That's definitely what I'm hearing here, because this would also be a heroine, meaning a grief counsellor, and it would also mean someone that I got divorced from, and it would also mean suffering through grief. So it would mean, yeah, exactly the word, pretty much what I said through channeling. It would be stricken by grief, so it could be PTSD, traumatised. It could be a psych evaluation that Amber's going through. Anybody else notice? Johnny Depp is a life path 9, okay, 9, so 9 of Wands. We all know that it can be like PTSD trauma. Did you realise that when Amber Heard was psych evaluated with a scale of number where they said A, B or C or 1, 3, whatever, that she said that she is a 6, 3 or a 3, 6? What does that come to? 9. Does anybody else catch that? Have you been watching the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, where she was psych evaluated by a professional degree, that she had so many goddamn degrees of mental health, that it was that when she said that she scored a 93% for a psych evaluation, but then she said she actually scored it was either a 3-6 or a 6-3, but I don't know. I just straight away thought, holy shit, that's 9. That's a 9 of Wands psych evaluation relating to Virgo, Johnny Depp, life path 9. Wasn't PTSD, was everything else. I don't know if you guys picked that up, but that was a message I definitely picked up. Okay, so because of this, what I'm picking up, that this is a lot to do with heroin, you know, the grief counselling, loss, coming to terms with certain things, trying to detox, okay, hopefully detox. I'm also hearing someone from Utoxeter or Leeds, or Utoxeter kind of up north kind of energy as well, okay, because this is northwest, south. So I'm also hearing John West, so John West, well, that would be Leeds, Lee. I'm also hearing Lee, Laura, Lucy, Louise, Polly, Anne, polyamorous. Definitely hearing some of you may be in like a situation where someone's already married, because it can also be how long do you want me to go on for with 2 fucking cards, bro? Sorry, it's a little bit kind of I'm definitely hearing like polyamorous, like throw your dick in the bowl and let's have a go with the keys, you know. So cross keys, wherever that is in the world, that is keys. Is it Louisiana or Keys? I don't know. What's hearing cross keys? So hotel. Some of you might be. It might be a hotel that you're looking to stay into a hotel. Morrison, Jim. There's Jim. You right, Jim? Are you getting on, bruv? Jim Morrison. So this is the end, beautiful friend. So there might be a friendship type sort of thing that could be a beginning or an end. Is there an end? There is no end. Well, there isn't. That's metaphysics. Well, like there is no end. So there is no beginning. So is that Ozzy Osbourne? So someone from Australia. There is no beginning. There is no ends. Some of you are poets or you're rapping. So for a lot of you, you may have known that I did like Wu-Tang Clan, all that kind of stuff. Through AI, being able to now use all of my own lyrics and apply them into artists, where I can actually now come up with my own lyrics and add a load of, oh man, the amount of equipment I've got for music is unreal. So definitely keep picking up, like trying to rhyme a load of things, making raps, rhymes, kind of writing lyrics, that kind of stuff. And, you know, kind of like trying to make music with rhymes and raps, slang, so on and so forth, right? Give me the booze, give me the lose. I hope you're open to it. Hope that you're open to it. Hope that you're open. Are you open to that? You need to be, because they're coming. Oh. Anyway. So I'm hearing, here we go, Loopy Lou, Louise, Lola. Some of you have a child called Lanya, Danga? Gudanga. Dangia. So someone's like South African, or from Africa or South Africa, but like Dangia. Okay, Dangia. Some of you have got to take your children into hospital or for a checkup of something. I'm also hearing checkout centre as well, like a YMCA or a checkout centre, where you work at as a delicatessen. It's like check in, check out, like a belfry, high free type sort of thing that works in I think I mentioned that of someone that works in like a hotel type sort of residential place where there's like floor 1, floor 2, for floors, Laura, but floors, and it's kind of like the belfry of like, hello madam, can I take your hat and coat? Right, coat and hat, Mad Hatter. Johnny Depp is here. Johnny Depp situation is here. The Mad Hatter, Hattie, the name Hattie, Hat-Trick, Patrick, Fitzgerald, Fitbit. Some of you are probably looking into getting fit and using a Fitbit. Steps. Jesus Christ, man, how long are we going on with 2 cards? Steps, like Fitbit. How many steps have I done? Keeping an eye on like walking and steps and trying to lose weight and that kind of thing. Fit. Some of you may have like epileptic fits and an EpiPen. So you might have like sugar diabetes here and epilepsy. Some of you don't like flashing lights, so you may not like my angel radio there, but like flashing lights. When I used to work for children as well, if you've got children that suffer through, like if they're mentally handicapped, okay, sometimes they go into a room where there's meditation and certain lights, okay, because it calms them down. Some of you may have children with like ADHD, Asperger's, that kind of stuff, and it takes you a while to get your children kind of, at an even level. Some of you, this is E numbers, that children may be having too much sugar here, is what I'm hearing, because I'm hearing that they end up getting very like when they have too much sugar. So it's like insulin level. Some of you might be on an insulin-based diet for insulin. Mine is based off calories there, but I'm hearing insulin level based diet, like a fruit based, no, not fruit, insulin level based diet is what they're saying. I don't know, is that possible? An insulin based, I mean, I know insulin plays a huge part in being hungry or not. I'm also hearing hungry eyes. So Whoopi Goldberg, Jeff Goldblum, really? Jeff Goldblum, The Fly, Jeff. My name is Jeff. So some of you could be snorting copious amounts of cocaine, and my name is Jeff. And there's someone who's called Jeff Capes, also the strongest man. My name is Jeff. Let's see. Random reading for any motherfucker out there. Let's see. Random reading. So you got Capricorns, slow ass Capricorns. Could be in the family, could be your brother, your sibling, your sister, your daughter, your mother. These are like grandchildren and stuff like that right here. One of them is a Capricorn, and one of them is a water sign like a Pisces, and one of them is a Capricorn. Pisces, Capricorn, they are children or sibling energy, siblings here. But they are more than likely brothers and sisters. But one is more than definitely like a Capricorn, and one is like a Piscean, is definitely what I'm hearing for a lot of you. This is the fast, long, short, stay, go nowhere, go, slop, slow, go, what? So you've kind of got this, the child is kind of like here, and then it comes out, and then it's kind of like, where are you going? He's like, nowhere, I ain't going anywhere. So, like, I don't know, there are a lot of messages about going steady, basically. Same Eddie, Edmonds, Berry, St Edmunds, Holly, Jody, Berry, Blueberry Hill, Blueberry Pie. Hopefully you're not sticking your dick in a blueberry pie. Like Blueberry here forever. So we're into the Beatles. John, Paul and McCartney. Anyway, let's see, random reading for anybody that wants it. which is going to be everybody. 3 of Pentacles. So you got like a Piscean energy here. This is court. This is being called in. Being called in to be a witness. A witness. Like I was a witness to something and I've been called up to jury service. And I have to stand up. Will the please twat flame please stand up? Will the please twat flame please stand up? Twin flame in a tinfoil hat. Some of you might like Angel Radio. But again, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, some of you are still monotonously going on about the ex. Okay. Being called up. I'm hearing, I'm calling you up, I'm calling you out. I've called you up to anoint the earth. I've called you to announce sadness falling like burnt skin. That's a Jim Morrison reference there. I called you in to anoint the earth. I called you to announce. How to acquire death in the morning show. TV death which the child absorbs. Death well mystery that makes me right. A mystery. History. History is a mystery is a history. Some of your children are watching tarot. Your children are not supposed to be watching tarot. Okay, here. Children watching tarot readings. Well, it depends. I mean, it's up to you. Just don't moan at me if I'm saying shit and everything like that, because it's not meant for children. Okay, this is an adult-based thing. You have to be... I'm only saying that, not saying that you're irresponsible. I'm saying that I've been moaned at before by a Taurus having a go at me for saying piss and shit on my own readings because my kids are watching that are underage. It's obvious. Be more responsible. Don't let your children watch if you're getting wound up here. Okay? It's up to you. I can't stop you. It's public. Hello to the guy that was the birthday, to the little lad that was birthday with the Angel Radio. I think I said yesterday or the day before in the chat. Happy birthday to your child here. I can't remember your name. I said happy birthday to the child, and apparently likes Angel Radio. Thank you. Okay, you're right, little man. Let's see. Random reading. Cool. Damn, someone's getting their funk on. Let's get the funk on. Someone might need to take a bath, maybe, unless you're from Bath, or you're called Richard or Ritual. Ritual, really? Are you doing a satanic ritual? Oh my God, we need to clerge everything and spray everything with Oda monkey fart. Don't believe it. Anyway, someone's doing a ritual. We need to put salt in 3 corners of the room. Probably because you lost your marbles, maybe. So you could be called Peter or Pan. The boy that never grew up, so you could be like me, which is a Gemini moon. Some of you, this is a third party stick your dick in the wick energy here. This is John Wick. I don't know. Some of you have definitely got the eye on the tiger, that's for sure. Pussy. That's got to be silver. Some of you are really looking at getting married to this person here. We're talking about marriage. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. We're pulling an amber. That's going to court. That's going to get caught with its pants down, that is. What's that? Cough. Let's see. Random reading for anybody that wants it. So there's the 3. Oh, there's the 5. Couldn't stop it. It's been coming out through the last random reading. Some of you are not changing your ways. You can't stop the feeling. Even if they're on the blob, you still can't stop the feeling. So someone goes from sexually erotic to demand. Who's that? Sexually erotic to like I am sexually frustrated to shit here. But you've got multiple stuff coming out here. You've got a third party, that's for sure, and someone's getting really wound up the fact that they're watching for a person that's in the third energy. So you guys want to learn anything, you really need to be on the full access on the new tier there, okay? Because if you can't handle the truth, then get out of the kitchen here. I'm hearing, I can't stand it. I can't stand them. Is it a spoiled trap? Trap? What? Brat? In it, blood. What? It's the measure. Mata healing someone from Sweden. From Sweden. Yes, yeah. Bergen, Slurgenbergen. Yeah, you what, sweetheart? Das and Svergenlurgen. Yeah, that's a beer, innit? Yeah, Ergen. Lurgen, Hergen, Smurgen, Durgen. You're like, shit, bro, that's of a Jew. What? That's got to be, what is it? And you're like, Ergen, Smurgen, Lurgen. And you're like, bro, is that a beer or a snake? Hergen, Lurgen, Snurgen, Berg, Snurgen, Lurgen, Bergen. And you're like, translator? Bergen, Snurgen, Lurgen. Yeah, I need a translator. What's that? Bergen, Snurgen, Lurgen, Bergen. Bergen, Snurgen. You're like, yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Snurgen. You're like, whoa. Okay then, Nelly, let's go. Bergen, Snurgen, Lurgen, Nurgen. Some of you got to be watching Swedish porn. Really? Bergen, Snurgen, Bergen, Lurgen, Hergen, Hergen. Like, whoa, go on, girl. Bergen, Hergen, Snurgen, Lurgen. All right. Here's a good old girl. Hergen, Lurgen, Snurgen. Oh, it's just a random reading. You know, it's really just to cheer your ass up, really. You ain't going to cheer this person up. Let's see. For he's a Snurgen, Lurgen, Bergen. He's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. But I don't like it at all. And I don't like it at all. And I don't like it at all. 'Cause he's in a relationship and I don't like that bitch. Let's see. Someone doesn't like the partner that the family member could well be with here. And one of them could be a Piscean. Let's see. Random reading. Virgo. So Virgo, y'all really? Y'all smell hurrying. Someone's from my heart, like where's to how y'all? This is your girl Tanya. What is it when y'all like y'all? Hey y'all. Hi y'all. Just Tanya. I don't know. Hi, this is y'all. Go high, prepared to her. Not making too much sense. Let's be a Libra. Yeah, someone's on their way back. Y'all gonna need to really watch Patron now. Okay, so let's stop messing about. So what is this Knight of Cups for a random reading? Death, Scorpio. So this child could be a life path 4. Your brother, sibling, sister, brother, mother, I don't know, is a life path 4 Scorpio or Aries placements in their chart here. Could be a Pisces 4 energy. Okay. This is definitely someone suffering through grief of the loss of someone here. Or the birth energy. This is reborn again. Okay. Jen. I feel like I've been reborn. Judgment. Someone's going to get very pissed off with these public messages that I'm putting out. It's fucking down to you, bro, isn't it? I don't know. Someone doesn't like it. Someone also is really not going to accept someone back into their life from the past. No. I ain't going to tell you too much about what's on Patreon, but someone's really considering floating back into someone's life here and the other person's equivalently not listening to what they're saying. Okay. Find things also very offensive. I'm also hearing defense, like the court of defense, like I need a public defender and I need to defend myself publicly, which is YouTube. Well, that's going to be obvious. Some of you believe in witches, which I don't, but a lot of you do, and you feel like you need salt in four corners here. Some of you, this is hospital corners, and there's a nurse energy here. Knight of Pentacles. 2, trying to make a decision between left or right. Some of you, this is like an Amber Heard situation of abandonment, which means that if I say yes, that's wrong. If I say no, that's wrong. And if I don't say anything at all, that's also wrong. So I'm stuck in purgatory and I don't know which way to go. Because I have to lie. I can't tell you the truth because then you would know. So I'd rather just skip it and not say anything at all, where you think someone knows something about an addiction here, but they're not admitting the truth that they are. And they could well be lying to a Capricorn energy. And that Capricorn could well be a brother or a sister here. And someone could well be using, and when this person is approached to be asked, they change the subject very quickly and swip it onto them instead of answering about them. So they have this way of like redirecting the truth over to another person by starting another subject on them. So it's a projection of blame here. Okay, and it's like when I'm questioned, I have to redirect the question and say it in a certain manner, like you was at court. And they would say, leading the question, okay? Or did you hear it from the horse's mouth, basically? Did you hear it from the horse's mouth, or is it hearsay? Okay, so you got those kind of flavours of message there for like court-related stuff. But you've also got a sibling that is not admitting what it is that they're doing. And what they do is when the conversation turns a little bit, say, left, and it starts to turn where it might be discussed about it, they redirect the question and focus it back on the person to create some sort of Wayne's World smoke and mirror bit, where they do their best to hide it. And when they are hiding it, they swap the question around where they know the other where the conversation will be changed. It's an avoidance tactic. It's also what you'll do when you are taught to lie by controlled environments, meaning that for a lot of you, like, you know, when you have been taught to lie that much, that you have this way that when you are contacted by family members, that you don't want them to speak to you or ask you certain questions, in order to satisfy their need, you basically just redirect it back with a quick yes or no answer. But it isn't actually the truth. It's actually being taught to lie, or it is lying itself. I don't know, because you got two energies. You got people in families that are kind of lying to one another here. One of those energies could be the fact that I've been through that much of a controlled environment that you've done nothing but teach me to lie, because I don't like it when you ask me questions, because I find that personal and private, which is a Scorpio placement, or life path 4. And when you ask me personal questions about my life, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Okay, so you ask me and I don't like that. So when you do, I get very offensive by just palming you off with a very quick yes or no, and then really not telling you too much because you're diving too much personal information in my life. So you'll basically just get whatever I give you. Okay, whether that be the truth or not, it will only be if I want to speak it or not. Then within that same family dynamic of people that are here, you've got someone that could also be, say, like an addict, okay? And that when the energy is faced with asking them a certain question that is going on with their life, they redirect the question back onto another person, so the conversation is changed and they have a lucky escape of being able to admit it. Because they may not want to lie, but they realise that if they have to, they will. Because they don't want this information given to anyone else. Okay. Let's see, 3 of Pentacles, the Magician. Yeah, so there's a new beginning for a lot of you. It's like a reborn energy. I mean, this is one of the videos that I took down and teach now over there, which is called the Magician's Table, and is going to be focusing on a lot of implements where we're going to relate that to life, love, drugs, panic attacks, anxiety, new starts, new beginnings, cycles, hell loops, all kind of things with the Magician's Table. We're going to be diving deeper into a lot of things involving plates, where you've seen me from the past teaching with a plate, a cup, a saucer, where it represents a cycle of birth, rebirth, moon, open, university energy, teaching, learning, studying, Akashic records. There's going to be so much that is on the teaching segment over on Patreon. But there's one of the videos that, everything that you did have free on here, too late now. So if you want to watch them about numbers or anything, you're not going to be able to, unless you're on the full access bundle. Anyway, so a new beginning, a new start, a new project, 3, something that I am teaching, studying that is also spiritual, or I'm learning, okay? But everybody learns, the craft and the master of none. You're never a master, an ascendant master. You're always ascending, okay? So I'm interested in all things spiritual, the Magician. This is also being called back in to a new start in life at court, or trying your best to manifest another third energy to go back into a same scenario that is represented itself as the same. So it's a hell loop. It's something that you are faced with karmically here. So the King of Wands. So there is this search for truth and closure, but I can see this reading very mixed up here with what I've seen star sign specific so far. What's the 3 of Cups? 6 of Cups. Someone who's 100% in a relationship. A Piscean, Gemini, Capricorn flavour. 6, 7, 8, 9 could be a Virgo placement involved. Someone's equivalently in a relationship, and then you got like third energies approaching for relationship. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, yeah, they're coming in like mustard. This can be someone that's questioning someone over their relationship, meaning they may not have one themselves and they may be single, but they question this energy over a relationship. This could be an Aquarian, possible, Taurus, Sagittarius, life path 5, maybe Aquarian. Okay, maybe an Aquarian. And it is coming in very quickly to say about this union that's going on between family members here. So this can be a family member here. A family member that is asking questions about this between a Capricorn and a Piscean or a Gemini here. I'm not going to go too deep into me doing a deep reading because it's 1, 3 and 2 I've got shitloads of videos to make. The Hermit. So you got Libra, y'all got Justice energy. You definitely got big court related mixed energy here. What's Justice for? Yeah, same reading that came out over on Patreon. Okay, I'm giving you all this stuff where I'm trying to earn a living. So, someone here is definitely on their way back, and what they're doing is doing what they did here. They're watching out for what is going on in this relationship, which means it can be on Facebook, it can be just nostalgic energy. Okay, it's someone. You see, the thing is with Virgo energy can also have a lot of codependency because it means purgatory and lost in the between this realm, the middle realm, and heaven, earth, both. Okay, this realm, purgatory, heaven. Okay, because hell, purgatory, heaven. Okay, so because that's where we are present. So you've got this energy where a Virgo can have a lot of codependencies and drug addictions energies here also, but I'm not going to go into the drug addiction part here. But there's this energy of it's unfair because I don't have closure, because it could be very difficult in order to find closure for a 9. It never reaches a cycle of 10. So it can have a lot of codependent energies of taking a very long time to get over an ex, or very long time, because they'll go through nostalgic energy of memory. Okay, so they'll live in the past energy, not being able to feel that 1% profit is enough. So it can be struggling to find money, success, getting out of the rabbit hole that I've constantly, like, because this can be depression, okay? So like I've followed the rabbit hole down and down and down and down, and I'm now trying to get my way up, but when I get up, I just feel like I'm going down again. Okay, so it'd be like ADHD, depression, drug addiction, okay, self-sabotaged energy, food addiction also, okay, which is what I struggle with around sabotaging food. So, you know, sabotage is a huge divulged psych evaluation thing that I'm diving into over on also Patron. Okay, my opinions of dealing with a lot of sabotage, and also people that do it, because you've got 5 energies here very much. Okay, so, you know, 9s can get very much in that way, because when I reach to the point of like, okay, I'm now accomplishing something, and I've got past a week of sobriety, or I've got 2 weeks under my belt, or I'm doing really well around my diet of like a week, 2 weeks, and I'm doing that, and then I get up to like a week or 2, and then I self-sabotage the energy, because I've reached my pinnacle point of a 9, of not finding the extra pentacle. So if it was a 9 of pentacles, it wouldn't reach the 10 of pentacles if it was relating to money, family, home, lost, energy, you know, because I can't get that to a point of elation where I've accomplished it longer than a month or a week or 2. I just go straight back down the rabbit hole of finding myself lapsed, relapsed, trying to get back out, relapsed, trying to get back out, food disorder, week of good food, 2-day, 3-day bad shit foods, eating it, okay, destroyed all of the work that I've done, forced myself the next day to do a week's worth of food again, doing really well, self-sabotage, destroy, okay. So it's a lot, human nature go through this completely and utterly. But if we look at this aspect here of where we're looking into like relationship, someone really is trying to come back into the fold of a third party because they find that it's unfair that someone's moved on with their life without them. That's why it's an energy of self-sabotage and abandonment. Because if you look at the energy of what happened with Amber Heard, when he moved his hand, she started to say, "Do you not love me anymore, Johnny?" And he said, "Don't be stupid, why would I be feeling that?" Okay, and it came through where someone that suffers from abandonment issues, they create the abandonment. But they don't want the abandonment, but they create it. They don't want it to happen. They more than likely don't know it's going to. Depends on whether it is serious or not. Okay, so a person with abandonment issues actually thinks and creates through an hysterical moment of feeling upset and lost, starts to cry and starts to really struggle in life. Okay, if this turns to blame and hatred, they'll take it upon themselves, but they'll take it upon themselves to make another person accountable for their own mistake. So they can start to blame things like, I had a very bad childhood, I had a very bad upbringing, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So it would need psych evaluation. So when you're literally construed with being in a relationship with a person that does this, and trust me, I have been in them in the past, okay, when you deal with someone that has this, you cannot understand why they're questioning you over your own reality of your feelings. So if you don't answer them, that is not good enough. And if you do answer them, that isn't good enough either. And then suddenly they've actually created what they wanted, but they come up as a person that actually doesn't want that, because they beg for forgiveness to make you feel guilty of wanting it back. So when you do want it back, or they want you back, you don't understand why, because they did their best to sabotage it. And they're like, fuck, I am completely lost. You either want me or you don't. 1 minute you do, the next minute you don't, then you do, then you don't, then you did, then you don't. And we spent all this time going through this scenario, going to court and divorce and everything else. And now suddenly, like Billy Ocean, you want me back. Why is that? To confuse you. Because I have abandonment issues, because I don't want to be left. I still love you. Okay, but it depends on how serious abandonment gets when we start to look at evaluation with one's psyche. Okay, because it depends on what goes through their mind. Because never forget, a person that creates abandonment may not know that they're doing it. Okay, they could be physically and mentally ill. Okay, so it's not they're not to blame. They could just be physically and mentally ill. They may not know that they're doing it. Okay, so suddenly they come up with this energy to sabotage what they have literally just succeeded in. The partner cannot understand why they sabotage what was good by paranoia. The paranoia of Virgo energy there that is relating to paranoia, okay, because it's depression and paranoia. I get paranoid the fact that you're going to leave, and then when you did, I can't believe you did. Why did you? Question your reality. I've got no fucking idea what you're on about, because I wasn't doing what you said I was doing in the first place. You just questioned my reality and actually made me worse. So you actually make me feel guilty for leaving you, because I actually don't want to do that. But you made me do that. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. And then you get into a complete unfair advantage. Okay? So, sorry, but I cannot do any longer than an hour, because it takes ages to go up. So normally I would do you guys messages of closure. But if you can afford it, please, I would say to hopefully help me on Patreon. A lot of you, I do understand, and I'm sorry that it has changed for a little while, about people missing the star sign readings. But like I said, I really want to pick up another tier of this teaching, which is going to be around this sort of in-depth evaluation of people that should hopefully help more, okay? Because we're going to deal into like twin flame. The energies of stuff that you've been searching for, of like separation, you know, twin flames in separation. And some people have taught you twin flame in separation, they're supposed to go off and sleep around with other people, and they're supposed to do all of that, and then one day they may come back and then you start to reconcile, and it is absolute poppycock nonsense bollocks that people have been brainwashed for ages, and you've followed a rabbit hole and you've come to here, hopefully not really, well, hopefully not, but probably not liking what you're hearing through something that you haven't heard before, and it pisses you off because you wanted to live more in fantasy land than actually change your life for the better to listen, okay, by someone that's experienced much over many years, okay. So, like I said, it's very important that if you want to join Patron, okay, for a little while, your weekly readings are about an hour each for star sign specific. They are focused on full access bundle tier, okay. The new tier of teaching is now open, okay, and there's about 14 to 15 videos that are there that are all me explaining loads of stuff, but a lot of those are kind of older videos to get them for you to dig your teeth in to watch something. And then we're going to go into Q&As, teaching tarot, teaching to channel, depression, drug addiction, codependency, dark thoughts, dark feelings, what creates them, what doesn't create them, what to do, what not to do, live Q&As, speaking, talking, video interaction with people if you want it. It's going to be absolutely endless, okay? So eventually we will get around to so much more, but if you want to check it out even, you can do that. Now, if you are or want to join and you are on the full access bundle for tarot, and you want to also join the teaching segment video tier that is separate, when you are on Patreon, okay, you will need to go to where it says what is it called now, sorry, basically what you're subscribed to, okay, your subscriptions. When you're on Patreon, it will say something like God man, I really can't remember off the top of my head. I'll do a video for everybody. It basically, what you're joined to, like on Patreon, it will say that you go on the home page and it will say, what Patreons am I joined to? Meaning you can join other people's Patreon, and it will say you are joined to 7 Tarot, you are joined to this, you are joined to that. If you're on here, it will say you are joined as a patron to 7 Tarot, and the two tiers that you are joined in, one is the full access bundle, and the other one is the teaching one. And then when you go onto that, you think, oh, I don't want to watch the tarot bit, I actually want to watch the teaching segment, and then click on it and watch them, okay? So you've got to look around on your actual Patreon tier when you're on it and you've got the app open, search around on it, go through your settings, look at your home, go home where it tells you what you're joined, okay? That's where a lot of people are kind of getting mixed up with not being able to figure out where the videos are and stuff, okay? Because you need to search around on your app, okay? So, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you really consider joining, all links and tiers and everything is literally provided below. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon.